So this would be the landing page of the app, where a user gets to access the most important events, be it scores or news or videos from the house of ESPN Cricinfo, right there on the home screen. A user can tap here and go into the list of matches. So we have matches from 3 days available upfront, which would be today, yesterday, and then tomorrow. Tapping on this would take the user to the match details page or the match center page. A user can also view the domestic matches or the other matches of that particular day. He can choose to collapse and expand the modules that he desires. A simple swipe would let him go to the news module and then again to the videos. So if you look closely, we also have some additional interactive features that we've added right here instead of just having the user go to the page to perform their action. So if I just tap on this right corner, I can just favorite an article, view the comments directly, or even share an article from the home page without even going to the page. So when I favorite a certain article, what will happen is it's added to the favorites, and I can go back and access it anytime later offline as well. So this is a countdown itself. So at Cricinfo we had a 100-day countdown, which people really liked, and we started with a 100-day countdown. So for each of these days we had a stats associated with that particular countdown as well. So you will see that as you scroll, these are the days that went by, and you will see tomorrow that it's on the 13th, so which means there's only 13 more days to go for the World Cup. And you also go into the travel section. So we have a quick summary of what to do if you're in Australia, the places to visit, things to do, and everything. So if you tap here, we take you to a page about things that you can do in Auckland, what are the things to do, and more about Auckland, the places to visit, about the stadiums in Auckland, and about anything that's memorable and the things to do in that particular city. This is the timeline. This is going to be a quick snapshot of the event itself, World Cup across the years, starting from the first World Cup all the way until 2011 when India won the World Cup. And this would be the series form itself. So anything that is relevant to the series, be it a news that we post, a video that we post, or any kind of updates that are renowned editorial team writes, will just show up here. So we also have a calendar functionality that we've introduced. It lets the user swipe across and then choose a date to just view matches from that date. So when I tap on this date, you will see that there are these matches that are happening on that day. So these are to happen, and today we are on the 30th. So let me say 28th. So you will see the results of that particular day. And I can also view the full calendar and choose the date on which I would like to see the matches on. So what we also have is the archive that we've introduced with this version. So at Cricinfo we have a rich archive, so which means that we have matches from the very first cricket match that was ever recorded. We have a collection of all the scores and all the updates that's happened all through these years. So let me just go to say 2000, and it'll show me a bunch of matches that happened and the series that happened in this year. So you will see that all these international series that happened in. So if I were to tap on one of these series here, it's going to take me to that series and show me the matches there. And I can tap on this and end up in the scorecard for that particular match. So if you're feeling nostalgic about any particular match, you just need to go into the archive section. You can view all the matches all the way until 1900, and we'll probably expand on that a little further by adding the first match as well.
Does it include videos as well?
No, not any video coverages that we've had will definitely show. So let's say, for example, that we went to, and I go into this match. So it has summary, scorecard, and a coverage. So if there was any coverage in the form of a news or something, so it shows up here. So there was some news associated with this. So if there was any videos that we had posted in, so there was no videos that we created for this particular event, so it doesn't show up right now. So we've also added a neat functionality wherein a user can swap to any of these galleries from the landing page itself. He does not have to go back to the menu again. So this will be the features and blog section, which is written by the renowned ESPN Cricket editorial team. So you will also have the related links, which means for every news that we write, we also have a couple of related articles around it. And for videos, we've just indicated that with a neat icon, so that you can just tap on that and go to the video section right away. What we've also done is, in the videos, we've introduced inline video playing, so which means you don't have to actually tap on this and go to another page. You just need to tap on this and it'll start playing right here. The video will just start playing. and if you just tilt it into the landscape mode, it's going to start playing here. So it's just that I've muted mine so that I just don't sell presentation, but that's how it is. You also have some photos and galleries that we've added. So you can just favorite a photo or everything, or if you would want to view the complete set of photos that was taken for a particular series or a particular event, you can just go into this. So we have indicated on the cover shot that there are 15 photos for this particular group of photographs that we have here in the gallery. So you can just tap on this and go and view all the photos in that particular gallery. So what we've also added is a cricket on Twitter section, which is a quick snapshot of all the action around cricket in the Twitter community. So all tweets that are made either by a player or from the house of ESPN Cricket or by any media that is involved in the game is captured right here. So should you feel like favoriting a tweet or retweeting it, you just need to tap on this and you can reply to the tweet or retweet it or just favorite this tweet. So we also have a series home. So this series home and a country home, it's actually quick snapshot and a really easy way to get all the action that's happening around a particular series. So let me just quickly go to something that's happening right now. Let's go to the tri-series that's happening right now between Australia, India and England. So you'll see all the matches are listed right here, and a user can at any point of time go to the news or the videos or the features or the blogs, and should he wish to see the standings of the squad, you can just open this page here and we show everything here. So you can view the Australia squad or the any other squad that's playing in a particular tournament. So during the World Cup, you will see that we have everything captured here. So a user does not have to go to any other page to catch all the action that's happening around that tournament. We've also rethought about how we want to present our players. The player page, rather, the player index page is a neat carousel, and should I choose to view a player, I just tap on his image and it comes up in this way, and I can favorite this player, or I can share this player profile, or I can compare. So what I can do is, so I have this player stats, I add another player, let me say choose Dhoni in this case, and I get a quick snapshot of how they have performed against each other, or the stats of the two players pitted against each other. I can at any point of time change player 1 or player 2, and I can view this across formats as well, the performances. So should I want to know more about the player, I can go into the bio or the stats or the career that I'm interested in. I can swap teams here and go to another team to view the players of from that particular team. We also have records and rankings that we've carried it from the previous app. We've just rethought of it from a design standpoint, and we've offered it a much more seamless flow. So that so previously we used to have a carousel format, we just have a much more vertical flow now. So it becomes easy to navigate. Points table so that you can see how each team is faring against each other in a particular series. We've also added a most wanted section. What it does is it's going to give you a quick look at the top 10 players from the last 3 days of cricket worldwide. So be it international, domestic or any other format of cricket, all the players will come up here. You can view the related news, or you can just tap on that and go into the player profile page for that particular player. So we also have notifications that we support. So the settings page is a pretty comprehensive, where we let a user sign in with a Cricinfo account that we've introduced for the first time now. So we earlier used to support it only with Facebook and Twitter. We now have added the ESPN Cricinfo sign in as well, where a user will sign in with his Cricinfo account and he can start commenting on articles and he can post his opinions. So changing a favorite team here would mean that the entire set of content that we just visited some time ago would be customized and personalized based on the user's personal preference. I can choose whether I would like to auto refresh the contents of the app, or if I would want to just turn it off. And should I choose to auto refresh, I can set the frequency as well. For people who are a little sensitive about data connection, if you're probably exceeding your threshold, you can just set it to the maximum limit for auto refresh, so it doesn't refresh very often. We also have alerts that is based on teams and tournaments. You can choose a certain format, or you can also choose a tournament and be notified of the entire tournament. So this is how the Match Center looks like. It gives you a real clear understanding of how a particular team has performed. So you have the score coming up front along with the overs and the run rate, and you have a quick snapshot of the performances of the current players. Uh, Sadly, this match is we are halfway through the innings, which means we just have, unfortunately, India is not doing too well. So we have this one batsman. So I flip over, I get to the full scorecard. We've also added the commentary right here so that you don't have to go into the commentary section and then filter it by wickets to see how a particular batsman was dismissed. So you just get to see the commentary right here. And here again, when you go to a commentary, you will see that we have a clear indication of what's happened for each and every delivery, indicated right there on the left, so that you don't have to read through it to figure out what happened for that particular delivery. We also have different filters here for commentary. You have summary. This is a new thing that we've added, which lets you get a really quick view of what is important in an over, if it was a wicket or if it was a 4 or 6. So you can view this across 10 overs. So if I just tapped on this, it's going to give me the commentary for that delivery. So it makes it really easier when you're on the go and you want to just capture the important essence of the game, about how your favorite team had fared, when the wickets had fallen, and things like that. So I can just swap by deliveries here, or I can just go to a completely different over all the way to the first delivery and see what had happened. I can use this picker here to go to any other live match that's happening right now. So you will see that there are these matches happening right now. So there is the Ranji Trophy happening as well. So I can just tap on this and go to that match center directly. So also in the scorecard, you will match center. You will see that we have a good collection of the coverage around this match, which includes news, videos, blogs, features, and photos again. And the match details would show you the complete information about the team, about who are the players who are contesting who are playing this match, and the match events, about what was the toss, how was the weather like, and the hours of play, the match highlights, which gives you a quick snapshot of what were the important events. We also have a map that shows where is this match exactly happening right now as we speak in the maps. So we also have a quick shortcut so that you can go into a lean back mode. This is a page that refreshes automatically. You can just leave it, it's what we call as an idle mode as well. You just switch this on and you leave it at your desk. It will just keep refreshing automatically, so that you don't have to launch the app every time. And we've designed it to consume least power, so you can see it's black, so it consumes least power. So it's a good way to stay updated while being lazy as well. So this is the graphs. You tap on this, you get to the graphs, and you see the wagon wheel here. This will be the worm chart for this innings. This is the Manhattan graph, and this is the partnership graph. So in addition to this, I can just tap here and go to the series home, the series that we just listed some time ago. So it's going to take you to that series and show you all the matches from that series. Yeah, and we have a neat shortcut here to get to this respective section quickly without actually having to go to from one page to the other. The navigation is actually made much easier this way. We also have some section where the user could give us feedback, and you can also go to the stands, which is our more of a crowdsourced editorial content where people who are interested write for us, and users who are interested in writing interesting content write to us and send us these stories of theirs, the blogs of theirs, or even their pictures for that matter, and we just post them there if it's really good. We also have a link to the shop ESPN Cricinfo, so where a user can go in and check out any of the merchandise that he's interested in, and we would just ship it to them.